Hi, I'm back with another vlog. This one is on former club kid, Screamin Rachel. So, Miss Ryland 511 wrote, "Do you know why in Party Monster the Shockumentary, Michael Alec says that it was a bad idea to go to Screamin Rachel's house?" I want to thank Miss Ryland 511 for submitting the question because it actually is what started me on doing this video, and I will attempt to answer the question later on in the video. So when I started looking, it kind of took me down the rabbit hole, so to speak. So I've kind of spent the last 2 to 3 days, all of my free time, looking into Screamin Rachel, and I put this vlog together. Wikipedia's Screamin Rachel page introduces her thusly. Screamin Rachel, a Chicago native, was born Rachel Kane. Dubbed the Queen of House Music by Billboard magazine, Rachel has been instrumental in the rise of the house genre. As the co-founder of Trax Records, created in 1983, she's worked with artists such as Grandmaster Melly Mel, Marshall Jefferson, Colonel Abrams, and Africa Bambaataa. On her career, some of what Wikipedia wrote was, quote, "When Screamin Rachel signed with Trax, she was the first house artist to have a major label deal. Fun with Bad Boys, which she recorded in 1987 with her friend and mentor Africa Bambaataa, was also the springboard that launched the hip house sound. In the 1990s, Rachel lost control of the Trax record label. She bought it back in the late 2000s, and as president, solely owns the label." ContactMusic.com did an article on Rachel writing she was particularly known as the hostess of a very successful, star-studded weekly party at the posh Upper East Side Club Tattoo, where she also performed with her band and numerous guest singers. It was here where she met Prince Teddy Kedker, a Maharaja who wanted to make her the next Madonna. However, after the prince and his wife were found strangled in their uptown digs, Rachel became a tabloid sensation as the other woman in a murder scandal. Savvy girl, she consoled herself by telling her story on The Real Thing Ode to Prince Teddy, which was released on 8-Ball Records in early 1994, and through licensing became a #1 hit in France. At the same time, she dove headfirst into the psychotic nightlife netherworld of club kids and party monsters, speeding around town with good pal and club kid ringmaster Michael Alec. The playground of Disco 2000, Limelight, The Tunnel, Palladium, and Red Zone tilted a bit too much, and Rachel slid home to Chicago to once again embrace her house roots. On a 1984 appearance on Geraldo, Rachel was defending Michael Alec in the club kid culture when Geraldo slyly asked, "Didn't you get involved in a double homicide case involving a very prosperous person? Is that the road to success?" Now, this is the kind of thing that Geraldo did all the time on his show back in the day. He was usually quite aggressive towards his guests and kind of liked to blindside them a lot. But Rachel took it in stride and responded, quote, "It can be. I mean, scandal can be one way, but I had a lot of talent. I was listed as the Queen of House in Billboard magazine far before that." So on why Michael Alec, in hindsight, thought that it was a bad idea for him to go to Screamin Rachel's house on his way out of New York, there is something in Screamin Rachel's Wikipedia page which I believe addresses this. Wikipedia writes, "In the Party Monster Shockumentary, Michael Alec details his and Gitsy's cross-country drive after Alec and his roommate Robert D. Freeze Riggs had murdered Angel Melendez. The trip included a visit to Alec's friend Screamin Rachel, who promptly released a song based on Angel's disappearance and rumors about his murder, titled 'Give Me My Freedom, Murder in Clubland.' So evidently it was her release of this single, which you can see in Party Monster Shockumentary. In fact, it's one of the most memorable moments if you remember when she's singing the song and she gets up, I believe it's on a piano, and she sort of kicks her leg up in the air. Well, that's one of the things that actually stands out the most to me when I think about the Party Monster Shockumentary. So apparently that's why he thought it was a bad idea. But in the summer of 2014, Rachel did interview Michael Alec for Vamp Bikers' YouTube channel, and during the interview and their banter back and forth, there didn't appear to be any bad blood between them. In 2007, Rachel founded a new label called Future Trax Records. That and the TV show Trax Television are 100% owned and operated by Screamin Rachel. So as for her appearances in books and film and television and the like, she does appear in History of House Music, Nightclubbing, Party Monster, and the Shockumentary, and Glory Days, Life and Time of Michael Alec. You can give Screamin Rachel a quick Google search. There is actually quite a bit of information on her and her record label and her career as well. but for the sake of time, I'm going to leave it at that for today. I want to thank you guys for watching like always and all the likes and comments. If you haven't subscribed, you can do so by clicking the kitty, and you can check out some of my playlists or some of my videos. Thanks, and I'll see you guys again next time.